Good morning and welcome to the Book of Voice and Fact or Fiction Friday. I'm here today with my good friend Tim Snow from the George Snow Foundation. And it's that time of year we're getting ready for the Boca Ballroom Battle.
It is coming up quick.
Thanks. So tell us what's exciting about this year's Boca Ballroom Battle.
I think what's most exciting are the group of community dancers that we have in place this year. They have all taken this challenge very, very seriously, and they are out there beating the bushes, raising money for the George Snow Scholarship Fund and the young people that we serve.
Well, unlike last year, I mean, I got to tell you, it is so competitive. I have never been to this many events that I have. I mean, last year when I did it, Tim, I mean, we had a couple events. I mean, everyone had one, maybe two. Right. I mean, I've been to a minimum no less of maybe 7 or 8 events for John Tolbert for sure. And I know Terry Fideli has had at least 3 or 4. Right. And I mean, every one of the dancers have had 2 or 3. I mean, this is getting crazy.
Well, like I said, they're taking it so seriously, and they're getting very creative in their fundraising, right? In the past, our dancers sort of raise money by calling out to their friends and getting donations. And this year, for whatever reason, the dancers are, like you say, they're doing events, and they're doing fun events. And so it's a new sort of creative way that they are trying to raise even more money for the event and for the scholarship fund, and it's turning out amazing. I mean, they're really raising some great money, increasing the exposure to the event, to the community, and to more people. And so it's probably a model that we're going to want to follow going forward.
So tell me, are there still seats available for the event?
We do have some seats, not many. We're a little bit more than a month out now. We're ahead of schedule in terms of our seating sales, so there's little doubt that we'll sell out the event this year for sure. So if folks are interested, we encourage them to give us a call so that we can get them in there. We cap it out at about 760 seats, and we sell that out almost every year, and it looks like this year it's certain to be a sellout.
And I know the raffle is always a big thing. Can they buy the raffle ticket online?
They can go online to our website, which is scholarship.org, and buy raffle tickets. They can also support their favorite dancers, not only through that scholarship.org site, but ballroombattle.com. And you can go on there, watch the dancers' progress. Every dancer has their own sort of web page and website. And so you can see videos of the dancers, pictures of them taking lessons, and read a little bit about them.
Now, Tim, you know, I know why I got involved, and it's the messaging from each one of these kids and the fact that you actually not only provide a scholarship for the kids, but you actually do treat the kids almost as though you're their own. All right, so can you walk our viewers through a little bit more of the process of not only what you do for the kids, but how they apply and how you select the kids for the scholarships? Yeah,
Pete, absolutely. So we go into every high school in Palm Beach County and do little workshops on the availability of our scholarships. So we don't fill out the application for them, obviously, but we answer any questions that they might have. So this year we received 1,006 applications. We have a team of close to 70 reviewers, and they all review those applications a minimum of 5 times. So every application gets seen 5 times. They score them on really 4 different areas, 3 or 4 different areas. And then we determine who are those top-ranked students, and we interviewed 250 of those students this year over a course of about a week. And it is extremely competitive, as you can imagine. These students are from all over Palm Beach County. We conduct the interviews, and from those interviews then they get scored, and we do a need analysis on them at that point. And so then we just go through and try to allocate as much money as we can to these top-ranked students.
Now, this year, you gave out a little over $1 million in scholarships, correct?
Yeah, $1.1 million.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's a milestone for us, and we're looking forward to continuing that going forward.
And although we're here today talking about Boca Ballroom Battle, that's not the only program that you have. You do other events for the Boca Ballroom Battle. Can you go over the few of them?
Other than Ballroom Battle?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so we do the Cowboy Ball, which we do in February every year, which we've been doing. I think this will be our 27th year now, and we just recently moved it over to Meisner Park in the amphitheater.
Which is great.
We got great feedback from that. Of course, we have our awards reception, which really is not a public event. It's for our donors and our supporters and our kids and their families. We do that typically the first Thursday in June. And then we have, of course, Ballroom Battle in August, and then we have a golf tournament at Royal Palm Yacht and Country Club that we do in late October every year.
And just for our viewers, if they don't or can't go to any of the events, they can donate outside of that, correct?
Absolutely.
So how would they do that?
Well, it depends on how they want to go about it, but they certainly can send us a check, or they can go online at that scholarship.org site and make a contribution and specify how they want it to be used.
And I have one last question for you, because I think this is important. I know a few of my friends have done this, like Donna Parlapiano, who got me involved in the organization.
Right.
If they want to have a scholarship made in their name or a family member's name,
Right.
and they wanted to actually have a scholarship done in their family name, how would they go about that process?
It's really simple. You give us a call, and there's three things that you need to do, and that's establish a name, establish how much money you want the scholarship to go for. Our minimum is $7,600, and then establish what criteria you want. So you may want to serve or help somebody from the Glades area or our local community here. You may want them to go into a specialized career path.
Like nursing.
Yeah, exactly. You set the criteria, and then because we have such an extensive applicant pool, we typically get applicants that would meet that criteria, and then if we can set up something before October, and it's a very specific criteria, then we put that on our application, which helps us identify those students that would qualify for that particular scholarship.
Well, that's great. I'm hoping that some of the viewers that are out there are going to take advantage of that, because I think that's a great opportunity to have a legacy for your family name, is to have a scholarship named after someone in your family.
And there is absolutely no greater gift than educating someone, and it pays dividends not just for that individual student, but we have seen this over and over where it's really paying dividends for their families for literally generations to come.
No better investment than our children and our future.
I absolutely agree.
So I can't help but bring up the fact that it's our 10th anniversary of the George Snow Scholarship Fund's Boca Ballroom Battle.
Yeah.
Any trick up our sleeves? And I'm not going to bring it up because I am co-chair, so
Yeah,
I'm not going to say it. But you are the founder of the foundation, so. If you want to give it up.
Yeah, I'll definitely give it up. We're excited. This is our 10th year. And so what we're going to do is we've invited all of our past dancers, our alumni dancers, back to dance in the opening number. And we've gotten great response from that, and they're all very excited about it. As you know, Pete, when you do this, it's really sort of a bucket list kind of a thing, and many of our dancers want to do it again, and so this is an opportunity for them to be a small part of, actually a large part of the event this year.
So this is a shout out to all of you alumni. If you have not answered Debbie's call out to you dancers, we want all of the alumni to come out and dance with us for the opening number. Please, if you haven't answered, we want every alumni to come out and dance with us on the dance floor.
Absolutely. And Pete, I want to thank you for everything that you're doing for our organization, and you've been a real blessing to us and our kids, and we're very grateful to you.
Listen, it's my pleasure. I can't think of a better organization to be involved with him, or a better friend to have than you personally and your organization.
I appreciate that.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for the Boca Voice and Fact or Fiction Friday. We look forward to seeing you next week. And don't forget to follow us online and on Facebook. And we look forward to seeing you soon.